Seriously, I wish she'd stop being such a deadweight. She should think about us who have to cover for her.
Koji, what's up? It's rare for you to come to me for a talk. It's about Suzuka Kanuma. Can I have her in my department? Some things changed their form over time. Showa-era stars were undoubtedly one of the catalysts for that. The word Tekito began to be written differently, and its meaning became the complete opposite of what it originally was. The new Tekito has a slightly negative meaning, like careless or on a whim. The original Tekito has a positive meaning, like appropriately matching the conditions or fulfilling the requirements. I'm Koji Sano. I'm the 32-year-old manager of Sales Division 2 at Regi Sampo, the support division of Regis Inc. I recommend our register support systems to all sorts of businesses like restaurants, retail stores, beauty salons, and dentists. Just by installing our register, you can handle all cashless payments, manage customers and inventory, and even make tax filing easier. We have a wide variety of expansion options, so we can create a system that's perfectly suited to the owner's needs. After years of cold calling every shop in town, my sales pitch is second nature. My company isn't that big, so all the departments are gathered on one floor. I can hear everything, from the conversations in Sales Division 1 next to me to the accounting department on the other side. You could say it's an open environment, but there's something that's been bothering me lately.
Accounting is a job where you can't make mistakes. And it's her again. Seriously, I wish she'd stop being such a deadweight. She should think about us who have to cover for her.
The woman being targeted with these snide remarks, loud enough for her to hear, is a mid-career hire who just joined. Her name is Suzuka Kanuma. I learned her name and that her family runs a bento shop from a company newsletter I skimmed through before. And among them, there's one woman who's always watching like a hawk.
Don't even think about asking the department head for help. I understand. I'm sorry.
She's the one I see as the biggest problem. She puts on a nice face for everyone else while intimidating Kanuma. It's obvious from an outside perspective. If Kanuma were to become the department head's favorite, it would be a huge problem for her. For better or worse, the head of accounting is an opportunist. Combined with Kanuma's inability to do her job, it seems he can't be relied on this time. Koji, what's up? It's rare for you to come to me for a talk. Later, I went to negotiate directly with Joe Sukebekon, the head of the accounting department. It's about Suzuka Kanuma. Can I have her in my department? What? Are you serious? For real? Yes, I'm dead serious. I'd like you to transfer her to my team. You're a strange one. Well, from our perspective, if you're willing to take on such a dead weight. All right, I get it. I'll talk to the higher-ups in HR. I'm sure they'll approve, so don't worry. Is that all you wanted to talk about? Yes, that's it. Thank you very much. I see Rui Ijiwa, who seems to be the ringleader of the bullying, watching us from a distance. Even if she's considered dead weight, to smile with such satisfaction at a colleague's transfer, what a terrifying woman. In any case, I had succeeded in securing a suitable person for Sales Division 2. And then, a few days later... Kanuma? I haven't explained anything yet.
There's no way I can do sales. This company's HR department is too careless.
That's right, it's suitable. That means you're a perfect fit for our sales team.
Careless.
Suitable. Kanuma was successfully transferred to my division. Whatever the form, I was relieved that Kanuma was able to properly assert herself.
I joined this company to do accounting, based on my past experience. And yet, after just a few months, I'm being transferred to a completely different field like sales. Isn't that horrible?
sorry. I was the one who decided you were a perfect fit for our sales team.
Could it be that you're a bad judge of character, manager?
Wow, you've got some nerve saying that to your boss, you know.
Or maybe you're taking advantage of the fact that I can't easily quit. No, but the manager shouldn't know about that. But still, what is he doing? I just don't understand.
What an interesting girl. Since you don't seem convinced, I'll explain properly. I didn't pull you over here without seeing any potential in you. At my words, Kanuma finally calmed down and looked at me. First, your family runs a bento shop, and you used to help out. And second, something happened right after you joined the company.
Actually, the pickled plum in a bento is not only delicious, but also helps preserve the food. It's like a natural preservative. Even with something as simple as a rolled omelet, there are regional differences, like dashimaki tamago in Kansai, and a sweet version in Kanto, which is fascinating. Bento boxes are incredibly deep, and their character changes completely depending on the contents. It's amazing! Oh, and the cutest bento boxes, too! They're such design quality!
I saw you, usually so quiet, suddenly launching into a machine gun talk when you showed your bento to a colleague.
You saw that? How embarrassing. But is that a reason to pull me into sales? Manager, I think you're just being careless again.
Yeah, I think it's perfectly suitable. I have no doubt that you'll be fine. I knew that my use of suitable and her use of careless had different meanings, but I still smiled with conviction. Besides, I'll teach you everything properly until you get the hang of it. I'll support you, so please, trust me.
Okay, I understand.
From that day on, despite her visible anxiety, she tackled her work seriously. As long as she gets results, she'll definitely find sales enjoyable. I'll support her fully until then. First, I'll lecture her on product knowledge of our basic register system.
I see. So the register functions can be customized, and with 30 paid and free options. Does that mean with a simple calculation, there are 2 to the power of 30 variations over 1 billion combinations?
You're fast at math. The developers did say that, but it's such an unrealistic number that we don't put it in the brochures.
There's the fun of customizing it yourself, and for those who aren't good at it, we can interview them and propose the best register. Even if they pay a few thousand yen a month for the register system fee, it can be cheaper than hiring a tax accountant.
Exactly. We're not just trying to sell something by appealing to how convenient it is, or how it makes things easier. We significantly reduce our customers' total expenses, and from that, we also receive a profit. That's the important attitude.
I understand. I think I might be getting a little interested in sales.
I learned that she's a very quick study and a smart person when it comes to classroom learning, and so, the very next day, we went on a sales call together. But...
Oh, no.
And this is the result. I didn't expect her to succeed from the very beginning, so it's not a problem for me.
Your communication skills are too amazing, Mr. Sano. I take back my careless statement from yesterday about being interested in sales. I'm so sorry.
You're slowly becoming a suitable salesperson, Kanuma. It's okay, don't worry.
Wait. Are you actually a really careless person, Mr. Sano? You seem to be having a lot of fun lately, Manager Sano. Is it because Kanuma joined us?
I feel like you're frowning less often. I thought you looked cool even when you were thinking with a super serious face. One day, at a random moment when the sales team had returned to the office, my subordinate said this to me. Huh? Really? I hadn't noticed, but it's true. I find Kanuma interesting every day, and it calms me down.
I'm still just a useless dead weight.
At her own words, dead weight, Kanuma suddenly fell silent and looked down. It seems she's still trapped by the words that piled up during her time in accounting. Kanuma, you say that, but...
We've never thought that about you. Huh?
That's right. We were wary at first about what kind of person you were, since the manager scouted you himself, but you understood my feelings when my manager talk wouldn't stop sometimes. I respect how passionate and straightforward you are about the things you love.
You guys. And what's this manager talk?
I know. Could you come with me on my next sales call? It's a bento shop, and I'd like your help. Huh? If I can be of any help?
The entire sales team was gradually welcoming Kanuma and thinking of her as one of them. Witnessing this fact, I felt relieved and happy to have such good subordinates. Alright then, on days when you're not on calls with me, can you accompany them and work as a support?
Yes!
From then on, Kanuma worked hard to support her colleagues, even when she felt like giving up.
I'm not used to this, so I apologize for the clumsy explanation. Do you have any other questions?
It's alright. I don't understand anything yet either, but strangely, I don't feel anxious.
Well then, I'd like to visit again to propose various ways to optimize your register. Is that okay?
Of course. Let's learn together little by little.
Yes! Thank you very much for your business.
She still struggles on her own, but with the support of an experienced employee, she demonstrated her abilities to the fullest.
You were amazing, Kanuma. Today's contract was all thanks to you.
3 months have passed since Kanuma came to Sales Division 2. Kanuma and her colleagues were sharing the joy of landing a contract on their way back from a sales call to a bento shop.
Not at all. I just helped out a little. That's what helps. I don't have the kind of knowledge you do, Kanuma. That's because Manager Sano told me to. Huh? The manager?
He said to find any common ground within the client's shop and talk about my family's bento business.
Before I actually tried it, I thought what careless advice that was. I even called him Manager Careless in my head. I definitely think that was careless too, but this time it led to a contract.
I don't think this will lead to a contract every single time, but it's also a fact it can help people open up to you.
The manager told you to do it, and you did it without question. Isn't that an achievement and a skill of yours, Kanuma? You've got to go get praised by Manager Careless when we get back, right? I really regret calling him that. Very much.
Kanuma turned bright red and clutched her chest, imagining being praised by me.
I wonder if the manager will praise me. Oh, I see.
Little did I know that this side of Kanuma existed. Or maybe I did.
The manager is quite the player, isn't he? Making Kanuma make such a cute face. It's nothing, I swear!
It was promptly leaked to me by my female subordinate, who can't get enough of romance drama. Kanuma, you're a full-fledged asset to Sales Division 2 now. I'm counting on you.
Thank you very much.
Manager, you've made me show many different faces too, so next time I'll show you my repertoire.
Hey, why are you trying to compete with her?
Ouch, that hurts. How could you hit your own fiancé?
As I moved away from my subordinates, I was approached by Department Head Joe, who had been watching them. I'm surprised. She started laughing so much, I never would have thought she was suited for sales. Well, it is surprising, but I believe the atmosphere of the department also played a part. She handles her paperwork just fine in the sales department. The pressure probably had an effect on her. I see. I should have taken your words more seriously. My judgment is still lacking. I let a valuable person go. Please, take good care of Kanuma. Yes, leave it to me.
What's What's with her? Getting all cocky when she used to be the deadweight of the accounting department.
As we were talking, I failed to notice Rui looking at Kanuma with a hateful glare. With her on the team, Sales Division 2 was heading in an even better direction. Then, one day...
You wanted to see me?
Kanuma was summoned by Joe, the head of the accounting department. When she went, Rui was there for some reason.
Kanuma, I've heard you're contributing a lot in Sales Division 2, but I never thought a former accounting employee like you would do something like this.
Huh? Something like this? Hey, you should be grateful. The department head is holding off on reporting this to the higher-ups for now. I don't understand what you're talking about.
Kanuma seemed to have no clue what was going on. Then, Rui spread copies of an expense report on the desk.
This expense report is certainly one I submitted, but is there a problem? This high-end Japanese confectionery, it was a souvenir for your colleagues in the sales department, right? To expense something like that. It's not true!
You say that, but the date on the receipt matches the day you were handing out souvenirs to your colleagues. There's no denying it. Rui was the one who noticed.
When Kanuma checked the date on the receipt, it was indeed a match. But Kanuma had no memory of even getting a receipt from the shop, let alone submitting it to the accounting department.
Someone must be trying to frame me, but I have no proof to claim it was forged. This receipt. What? Don't tell me you're gonna deny it when even the date matches. You pretend to be quiet, but you're cunning. How scary.
Kanuma, if you have something to say, I want you to say it. I don't want to believe you did this either.
This accounting department, Rui has always been scary, but even so... Ha! So your silence means you admit to forging the report and embezzling expenses.
It's unfortunate, but that seems to be the case. I'll have to report this. Be prepared for disciplinary action.
It's true that it has my name on it, but... Huh? What was that? Your voice is so small, I can't hear you. I did not submit that!
Startled by a loud, clear voice they had never heard from her before, Rui and Joe recoiled.
But what's with you suddenly yelling like that? I'm tired of staying silent when I'm falsely accused. So I will find the evidence no matter what.
I see. This is the first time you've spoken up like this. All right, I'll give you some time.
Department head, there's no need for that. She submitted this. Giving her time is useless. You seem quite flustered, Rui. Is there something you don't want me to find? No, that's not...
Rui was visibly agitated. Seeing this, Joe also looked at her with suspicion.
You probably thought I wouldn't talk back. That I'd just give up even if I thought something was wrong, right? It's true. The old me might have been like that. That's why whoever is trying to frame me now probably didn't expect me to fight back. So they may not have considered the possibility of me looking for evidence.
The one breaking into a cold sweat at Kanuma's assessment was none other than Rui.
But this time, I absolutely cannot admit to it. If I just take the blame here.
She paused there, glanced once at the Sales Division 2 area, then fixed her sharp gaze back on Rui.
If I admit to embezzling expenses, I'll cause trouble for Manager Sano and everyone in Sales 2 Division who acknowledged me. That's the one thing I don't want. I'm truly grateful to all of them. I can't repay their kindness with betrayal. This is my reason for finally standing up to you.
Kanuma, who had endured being called deadweight for so long, had certainly changed. And the ones who know that best are us, her colleagues in Sales Division 2. Excuse me for interrupting, Department Head Joe.
Koji!
Sales Division 2 is right next door, so we heard everything. As Kanuma's superior, I'd like to make a suggestion. Kanuma and I are now going to the confectionery shop to ask to see their security camera footage. That should prove that when she was there, she only exchanged the product for money and did not receive a receipt. That's right. While listening to this exchange, I had already called the confectionery. Since they're a regular client, they gladly agreed.
We don't have to go that far. We could just give her a stern warning this time. Right, Department Head?
No, that won't do. If my subordinate is being framed, I'll investigate thoroughly to protect them.
Huh?
The store security camera will probably show the real culprit buying the same assortment of sweets. And getting a receipt during the hours between her visit and the store's closing time. And my subordinates in Sales Division 2, who also heard our conversation, told us to leave the rest to them. As we left the office and headed for the confectionery, Rui was biting her nails in agitation, neglecting her work.
This is bad, this is bad, this is so bad! I never expected that woman to talk back so forcefully. If they check the security cameras, they'll see me! How am I going to explain this? Oh!
Little did she know that something even more terrifying was about to happen as her mind raced, only thinking of saving herself.
What? It's so noisy.
Get me Rui Ichiwa. She works here, doesn't she?
Ignoring the receptionist's attempts to stop her, an enraged woman stormed into the office.
Come on out. It's no use hiding. I already have all the evidence.
This looks bad. Manager Sano isn't here. What should we do?
I hope Manager Sano comes back soon.
A terrible incident occurred while I was away, and my subordinates were huddled together in fear. As her name was called out loudly, Rui seemed to give up and appeared before the woman.
I'm Rui Ichiwa, but may I ask who you are?
So, you're Rui Ichiwa. Your face looks as nasty as your name implies.
What? How rude! Who do you think you are?
I'm Joe Sukipekon's wife. You homewrecker! I'm going to make you take full responsibility for this.
The word homewrecker sent another wave of murmurs through the office. Did this mean Rui was having an affair?
Why are you at the company?
Oh, hello, dear. It seems like the messages from that woman wouldn't stop no matter how many times we talked. So I decided to pay a visit myself. You kept saying it's nothing, so I watched for a while, but I can't take it anymore.
But to come here without any notice, and there's really nothing to be ashamed of.
If I had contacted you, you might have let your little homewrecker friend escape, wouldn't you? I saw notifications from you so many times when he was in the bath or sleeping. I took pictures each time and confronted my husband the next day. Can you even imagine how much stress I've been under?
I was just...
I know. You're serious about my husband, aren't you? As a woman, I could tell.
Wait a minute.
What is it? The problem started because you didn't reject her advances.
That's not it. I do try to be as kind as possible to women, but I only see her as a dear subordinate.
No way! Department Head, I'm serious about you!
It seems Rui was genuinely pursuing Department Head Joe. While many might wonder why anyone would go for him, trying to steal a married man is a terrifying act.
I'm sorry, but if that's how you feel, you'll have to give up on me. The only woman I'll ever be lecherous for is my wife, now and forever.
Oh, why couldn't we have been there to witness this legendary scene? When I was told about this incident after returning to the office, I was truly disappointed. Afterward, the company, aware of Rui's messages, deemed it sexual harassment. The matter of the expense that Kanuma was accused of was also proven to be her doing with evidence. Naturally, she was fired.
I just love Department Head Joe.
While there might be some merit in falling for a man who is generally unpopular, making a move on a married man is forbidden. Furthermore, trying to frame another employee out of jealousy is simply unforgivable. And then, separately from her, there was the bullying of a new employee, led by Rui during Kanuma's time in the accounting department. I demanded an apology not only from the employees who participated, but also from those who turned a blind eye.
We're so sorry. It's all in the past. It's totally fine now. Please don't worry about it.
By the way, Department Head Joe received a pay cut for the incident involving his subordinate Rui, but
I won't forgive you if you get lecherous with any other girls.
I swear, I'll only be lecherous for you. It's a promise.
I feel like I've seen something I shouldn't have, but I must report it, so this is unavoidable. It seems his wife's suspicions have been completely cleared, and he's been coming to work in a good mood, seemingly unfazed. By the way, this series of events would later be passed down at Reggie Sapo as one of the 7 wonders of Joe Sukebikon. Cheers! 6 months later, we were out celebrating Kanuma landing her first contract all by herself.
I was able to come this far thanks to you, Manager Sano. Thank you very much.
I only gave you the basic rules and a little advice. You were the one who put it into practice and never gave up, Kanuma.
I can't believe how much people will listen just by telling them you're a fellow comrade in the same world. It's true. If I were in the opposite position, I think I'd feel an instant sense of kinship.
Right? And I also thought that your personality, your ability to get absorbed in things you love, would surely appeal to customers. On top of that, I checked the company newsletter and became convinced that you were the ideal person, a perfect fit for our sales team.
An ideal person?
Yes, you're the ideal person I finally found. From now on... What's wrong?
I'll do my best not to shatter your ideal image of me, Mr. Sano. That wasn't a careless statement, was it?
Huh? What do you mean? I thought I was only ever making suitable statements. You can't judge a book by its cover. That's why it's necessary not to make careless judgments, but to look closely at what's inside and make a suitable decision.
A careless statement? Manager, you're so mean.
What? No, I mean by suitable, I meant...
Seriously, Manager Sano, you're so competent at work, but so dense when it comes to romance. What's up with that? It's so frustrating, you blockhead!
The manager is so cool today. I want to be a man who can protect his subordinates like that someday. He's so cool. So cool. So cool.
After many misunderstandings and conflicts, Kanuma and I would eventually get together. But that's a story for another time.
Ha ha ha! Brittany here. Seriously, what kind of dumb plan was that? Embezzling is a huge crime, lady. Like, of course they're going to do some investigating into it. They're not just gonna take your word for it. Seriously? Embezzling is like jail time, at least here. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I will see you in the next one. Toodles!